Hello folks. Today I'm going to be talking about how to read a river. It's a question I get asked all the time by particularly newcomers to the sport. How do you know where the fish are at? And hopefully in this video I'm going to explain why I would fish in one place as opposed to another. Now of course, if you fish for long enough, experience will teach you where fish are most likely to be in a given stretch of water. But for those of you who don't have that level of experience and who would like to learn it quickly, I'm hoping that this video will help you. So I'm going to show you a stretch of water here, and I'm going to try and explain to you the best way I can how I would fish it and why I would fish it in that particular way. So here's the stretch of water I'm talking about, and as you can see, it's got quite a fast current. And a newcomer looking at this would say, where would the fish be? Like, I mean, it must be very daunting for a newcomer to try and figure out where a fish might be in water like this. So what I do is, when I guide people, I try to explain to them to try to think like a fish. If you were a fish, where would you likely go? Where would you want to be? And being that the current is very fast in particular areas, and then there are pockets in between, little calm areas like this one just here. You can see it here, just between the runs of fast water. There are what I like to call flats, pockets or flats. And those are the areas where the fish are most likely to be in water like this. They don't want to be fighting the current. They can sit in a flat, or a pocket if you like to call it that, and they can watch for food coming through that fast water, and they can just poke their heads out, pick the food, and then come back into an area where the current is less forceful and they don't have to fight it. So that's sort of it in this sort of water. Maybe down the road I'll do another video later on into the summer, a part 2 of reading the river if you like. But essentially what it amounts to is, fish don't want to be fighting the current no more than you do. They just want to be able to sit nice and comfortably and to be able to feed. So they will seek out the flats like those areas there. They're very obvious when you know where to look. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get in here and I'm going to fish this area, and I'm going to show you how I would fish this area and where I will concentrate my efforts, and let's see if I'm right about where the fish are going to be. So make sure to stay with me for this. Yes, he had to be there. Being able to read the river is imperative if you want to catch fish. To me, it was very obvious that there had to be a fish here in this flat between the two lots of fast water. So if you're a beginner, try and find places like that where you have a fast current, another fast current, and then you have a little flat maybe in between. It's in those flats is where the fish will be for the most part, because they don't want to be fighting the current no more than I do. Again, there's just a little flat just out there. Just about there. And the fish. So you can predict with a fair degree of accuracy where fish are going to be at. There may be another out there even. no great mystery. Reading the river is not rocket science. It's just you need to understand some very basic things. If you were a fish, where would you be? You wouldn't be in fighting the current when you'd have an alternative. Okay, I'm searching out, looking for other little flats like that, such as here. And there. Ah, I missed him. But he was there, that's the point. There's another one. So now, we're in springtime now, so water is high and it's very well oxygenated. But when you move into the summertime, when the river gets lower, it'll be, oxygen won't be as plentiful, so trout will actually move into the more choppy, broken water because it's more oxygenated, but there'll be less flow during that time. So that's, you'll be searching those areas maybe in low water as opposed to looking for calm areas like I am now. Now again, right here, this bridge, we have fast water obviously coming under the eye of each bridge, and in between there'll be little calmer areas like there, and that's where the fish should be, and indeed he was. Lovely, eh? There you go, fella. Well, there should be more than one. Yes. Great fun. So I've just picked up a bit of weed, I think. Yep. It pays to periodically check your nymph or whatever fly you have on in case there's any detritus such as this, because fish will not take it with that stuff hanging out of it. Picked up more again, so which means I'm fishing in the right place. I'm down near the bottom. Over near that bush looks fishy. There you go. So, reading a river is not an exact science, but more like an educated guess. And it pays off, as you can see. And again, so I've had, I think, 5 now out of here. There has to be a fish over there near that bush. Yes, there he is. Again, I dropped the nymph into just a little, you can see it just there about 3-4 feet this side of the bushes, just a little flat just along there. And there's another. Okay, and there may even be another. Yeah. Oh, a stickfish. Right folks, that's sort of very basic reading the river. The river changes all the time over a season, so from high water to low water and everywhere in between. But you will notice patterns that fish will be in given places, more or less, in a given stretch of water, given the same conditions. So if you have high water for a particular period of time, for example, the fish will be in particular areas during that high water. When the river drops to a different level, the fish will move to different areas. And over time, a bit of experience will teach you where they will be in a given stretch of water. So that's essentially reading the river for the most part. I'll do maybe a part 2 on this, maybe into the summer, and where conditions will be much different, and reading the river then is a different proposition. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and that maybe you found it useful on your fly fishing journey, if you like. And be sure to like, and if you're not already a subscriber, to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd really like to support the channel, I will leave in a link in the description to my what's it called? I can't think of the name of the page, but in any case it'll be there for you if you'd like to support me. Patreon it is. So, Shinawilawum's Akarja Iskari, and Biggie Slán, Biggie Gama, Agus Nadin Daramad, Swino Kosola Hiask. Slán of oil.